Here is inflation explained in under 60 seconds. Inflation is essentially the rate at which prices of goods and services increase over time, expressed as a percentage. So, for example, if the annual inflation rate was 4%, something that you bought on the 1st of January for $100 should cost you $104 at the end of the year. Now, although this doesn't seem like a lot, over time, inflation can really kick in. For example, according to the RBA's inflation calculator, goods and services, a basket of which cost you $100 in 1970, would now cost over $1,200 for the same basket of goods and services. Now that you know what inflation is, let's work out what drives inflation. It's driven by the laws of demand and supply. On the demand side, it's how much money is in the economy or how much access to money people have. The more access to money, the more they demand goods and services, upward pressure on prices. On the supply side, it's based on if the demand is held the same, costs more to produce that goods or service, price will go up, or if there's less of those goods or services available to be bought, prices will go up. Now that you know what drives inflation, finally, let's consider how is inflation actually measured. Inflation is measured using something called the Consumer Price Index, or the CPI. Essentially, this is the price of a basket of goods and services that the ABS tracks on a quarterly basis. And this basket includes a wide range of goods and services, including things such as alcohol and tobacco, men's and women's clothing, houses, motor cars, even holidays, but it doesn't include things like mortgages and land value, as it's meant to represent everyday expenses. And how is the CPI measured? The ABS collects prices for all of these various goods and services every month and then drops them into 87 select categories which are weighted based on the relative importance of each one of them. That is how we reach the inflation rate. And the latest inflation data? Well, the ABS suggested that the annual inflation rate as of the end of June 22 is now peaked at 6.1%, its highest rate since 1990. Like or share for more tips and videos.